Hello again, welcome back to Average Gamer Plays Factorio. I'm back trying to work out why these bots and this roboport aren't working as I'm thinking they should. I've had a little go at trying to fix the problem on a copy of the world, on a copy of the save, and the only thing that I could figure out to try and get it to work was basically to delete these. Let's delete these filter inserters. Let's just replace them. Let's replace these belts with belts that just have the one bot type on them, and just use normal inserters. Now they're inserting items as normal. I'm going to put these on the thing down there so that I can find them easily, because I never used to. Enabled condition Z is less than 100. And now it works. We have a look at the items. Z is hovering around, it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, whatever. We have a look at this, there's now 88, 90 construction bots in the system. So all the bots are being used, so it keeps adding more and more in. We'll do the same thing here for, I think that was X, wasn't it? X is less than 100. So it does work exactly as I thought it was going to work. All I needed to do was delete the inserter and replace it. I don't know whether splitting the belts out into two separate belts has made a difference to it, but it is now doing what I thought it was going to do. Now, the other thing that I noticed that was wrong, I'm going to take that up. I'm going to replace it with, right, so I've got some, let's pick up some steel. Let's make some provider chests and storage chests. So what we're going to do is tweak this a little bit and get rid of that. And let's put the provider chests there. And we're out of storage space, so let me just put on that one piece of copper in there. Wasn't copper, it was iron ore, wasn't it? I keep getting the names wrong. Right, we'll have storage chests on the hotbar there. So what I'm going to do here, put a storage chest there. I'm going to filter this so that it only contains yellow belts. I'm going to add an inserter to it, and I'm going to connect the inserter to the storage box with a wire. I'm now going to say this is only going to be enabled when, where are they? Yellow belts is less than 100. I'm then going to fill that with all the yellow belts that I've got. Because then this one is going to get the yellow belts, because it needs yellow belts to make the red belts. It's going to get the yellow belts out of this storage chest. And I need to do the same thing over here. Let's just take that power pole away as well. yellow storage chest, yellow storage chest, yellow inserter, red wire. So logistic filter, yellow splitter, and that's going to be when yellow splitter is less than say 50. And we'll put all the yellow splitters into there. Then that is going to feed that one. Same thing over here. Now the reason I'm putting these down here is that I'm going to use something called the upgrade planner to upgrade the smelting networks to the next tier. So it's going to change all the yellow belts into red belts, all the yellow inserters into blue inserters, and so on. And it's going to pick up all the unused items, and it needs somewhere to put them back into logistic storage, and it's going to put them back into these chests. And we'll see that in action soon. Now I need to put turn those into provider chests. I need provider chests, and again same here for this one, for the yellow inserters, storage chest, fill that up, logistics, you know why they just brought those to me? Because I've got this thing set up that says that I need 50 inserters on me at all times. I'm going to get rid of that. And I'm now going to put these 50 inserters back in the chest. That is going to go... Now that I've put those 50 inserters back in the chest, I actually need one. Right. Maybe I do need 50 inserters on me at all times. Didn't like that, did it? That's better. And then set that inserter to be if that is less than 50. Put the power pole down there. So that inserter doesn't work. So it's going to draw from this inserter, draw from this storage chest when it needs yellow inserters as an ingredient for the blue inserters, and it's only going to start making more yellow inserters when we get down to less than 50 of those. But any yellow inserters that it picks up from the factory, it's going to put back into this storage chest here. Now the other thing that we need for doing getting the robots to place the stuff is we're going to need some power poles, because we're not making power poles anywhere. So I'm just going to put so the power poles are 1 wood and 2 copper cable. So we'll have this one making copper cable, and this one making the power poles. It's going to read in, pick up the wood from a chest, and it's going to output those into a provider. So we'll have just have that being a normal chest for now, and I will just put the wood that I have in there. And that isn't quite long enough to power absolutely everything. So if I put that over there and move these down a line, they will be covered by that power pole. See, and already the bots are coming to pick up the items from there and place them down here. Let's just follow them, see where they're going to go. There you go. It's placed them down there, and then once it's placed enough of them and they all link together, then these items have now got power. So let's just go down to our steam engines, because we've got loads and loads of wood in a chest down there somewhere. There we go. Let's just pick up as many of those as we can, and we'll just dump them into the chest for the power poles. Come on, I'm getting stuck behind a tree. Okay, that's now got plenty of wood. We'll limit the power poles there to 50. We don't really need to have that many on in storage once we've finished building them all. Now, to put these robots to good use, I'm going to use them to upgrade this steel smelting area, because we're not producing an awful lot of steel at the moment. You see this belt coming out here is a little bit sparse. So I'm going to take this upgrade planner, this green thing on the near the hotbar at the bottom, and I'm just going to swipe it over, click and drag it over here. Now by default it will upgrade the items to the next level up, so it will upgrade the yellow belts to red belts, the yellow inserters to blue inserters, the stone furnaces to steel furnaces, and so on. And it does that by default for everything that you swipe it over. So it now highlights everything with a little yellow circle to say it's on the queue to be upgraded. And here come all the bots to do the work. So they're picking up items, they're putting them back where they can find them with the storage space. I'm going to put down another yellow chest over there. Anything that can't find storage space anywhere else in the network, it's just going to dump it in that yellow chest over there. That should not be making anything. Why is that making items? That is less than 50. We now have 220 something items in there. That should not be. That is making items to go into here, because I never took that one up. Right. When I replaced the blue blue inserter and I fixed it to put it over there, I never took the other one up. Right. See, that needs the blue inserters to go, so I'll take that from this chest. So when we need to make filter inserters, it's only going to make blue inserters when it needs to, when the items in there drops below 50. That's what I said there. Oh no, I haven't set the condition. Right, when blue is less than 50. Okay, and that is set. Now then, it says at the bottom of the screen here 254, so that means, right, we need to be making, it's upgraded all the belts, all the inserters. It's not upgraded all the furnaces because it still needs to make 95 steel furnaces, because we weren't actually making steel furnaces on the wall. So let's fix that. Let's put down a blue. Rid of that. So that needs choose a recipe for assembling. It's going to be steel furnace needs steel plate and stone brick. So we can get the steel plate from there. we need to put the stone brick onto the bus, onto the mall. So we'll get it to share a line with this steel. Right, so I'll put all the undergrounds away. Let's pick some of those back up again. And the same with the oh, come on, rotate. Keys. The same with the splitters. I put all those away, didn't I? So let's actually use this logistics. So I'll make sure that I've got 50. No more than 50. In fact, I probably don't need any more than 20 of those. $20 to $50. If we say 20 to 20, and belts will again also say, we'll say 50 to 50. So I've now got the required, the requested amounts of splitters, belts and undergrounds. So when I start placing them down, when I place down that yellow splitter and a couple of these yellow belts, the bots, when I get back in range of the roboport, will bring me some more. Here it comes. So you've got to make sure that the roboports sort of cover. Now this logistics network is just this orange area nearer the roboport, so it didn't bring me the items until I actually got much closer to the roboport, because when I was standing over here at the belt, I was outside of that orange range. So if I put down, so I'm making the roboports up here. Let's have all those on me, and let's put the roboports down there. Let's put a few more down. Let's finish making this steel factory down here. So I need to pick up brick, and I need to output into provider chest. Let's just have 2 stacks of that. And now that it's making those, these bots are coming along to start placing them down. So we'll start seeing these numbers in this blinking triangle at the bottom of the screen start to decrease. 92, 91. It's never going to find the lamps because I'm not making the lamps on the bus, on the mall. But if we want to put the bots to really sort of good use, get them all to be really, really busy, is that I will put down, we need to have the bot, the roboports need to be connected to each other with these yellow lines. And as long as the roboport is connected to at least one other roboport, the bots will be able to sort of bind it and fly to it. So what I'm going to do, that's going to go about there. So I need to do that. Let's just move that along one. Yeah. Nope. Put that in there. That's then going to be connected to both of those roboports. It should also have power. And then if we put another one, again within range, well that's convenient because it's within range and near a power pole. So these are now starting to come down here to start placing items down here that I missed when I first built it. Which is fine. And all these are coming along. See all this area over here on the right hand side, this fourth smelting line never got built, but it's in range of this green area, so these are all going to start putting the belts down there. But I'm going to confuse the hell out of them now because I'm going to use an upgrade planner on all of this to upgrade all these to steel. And in fact we'll have it all the way down here because I'll upgrade all of these to red belts as well. It's all going to get upgraded. It's not going to do this bottom row down here at the moment because it's just out of range. You see this counter down here is going crazy because there's hundreds of entities that either need to be constructed or need to get robots. So that inserter on the top that I was having such trouble with will now be inserting robots like crazy. And the there it is, it's still going because there are 0 out of 286 now. So that'll just keep adding robots into the network until we've got more than we need, but not too many more than we need. So all this is carrying on making items. That is now getting filled up with the electric mining drills that it's picked up because they've run out. The mod that I've got that says auto deconstruct have marked those for deconstruction, so the bots have just been down because they're now within range of a roboport. Because this area down here is now within range of this roboport, the bots have just come along and picked up all these miners that have run out. It's not picked up this stone one down here because that's still out of range. And it's upgraded. You can see it's already upgraded some of these belts. You can see where the little yellow circle has disappeared, and then the yellow belt, the yellow underground, you can see they've been upgraded to reds and some of those splitters. So that's just going to carry on chugging away in the background. Now these bots are all waiting round here because they need somewhere to charge up. So if we just put another couple of roboports down there, the bots will just have extra places to charge up because when they get low on charge, they slow down. So all these bots are just sitting here waiting to get recharged. And I can take these roboports back up again when I've finished doing all this big upgrade. But for now, they're just doing their stuff. So ultimately, we'll get the robots to upgrade all the yellow belts to red belts and everything on the bus as well. They can all be upgraded. And we need to keep an eye on the power usage. We've still got quite a lot of leeway there, but the I had a look previously. I don't think these furnaces use more power. That still says 90. I don't think the furnaces use any more power than the stone ones. They are a lot quicker. Look at how quickly that's working. Takes a lot longer to make the steel anyway. Now, we've not got the... it won't be till we've got all of this this belt down here upgraded as well that everything will be running at proper full speed. So let's just run an upgrade planner across that. There's an empty belt there. That's probably because this whole section of the copper mine has been depleted, so what we can do is we can use this destruction planner. We'll just be careful because otherwise they're going to take up the trees as well, but we'll mark those for deconstruction and then the robots will come and just take those away for us. There they go. Nice and easy, and we can just sit back and relax and just watch all the bots do all the hard work. And this is where all the work that we've put in previously to build all this stuff and to do the research and to get the factory to this stage is all starting to pay off now, because we're then using the bots to do all the hard work for us. I think it's fantastic. It's saying there's 6 assembly machines that are missing material for construction. Where would they be? I think we'll just have to wait for all the bots to finish and then try and work out what's still left to be upgraded or what's still outstanding. It's possible that I've just swiped over something I shouldn't have swiped over. I don't know. I don't think there's going to be any... didn't think there was going to be any assembly machines in this area down here. But we will see. Now I think I do need to... have I got miners on me? I've got 8. Right, so again, what I can do is get off the belt. Right, if I put that down there, that is just going to pick up 4,500 iron. So that's fine. It's not going to overlap with the coal. Then let's have that. So that will pick up 5,600 coal as well, so we don't really want that. So we'll put that down there. And we'll have... Now this is just putting down ghosts for the red belts, because I don't actually have any in my inventory, but it doesn't matter because the bots will come and construct this. When they get round to it, if that is in fact within construction range. So we'll just double check. It is. So that will be on the to-do list for all the bots. It should say, well, it reckons there's 500 red belts still in the queue. So we've now got 328 bots. Yeah, there's a lot of the bots are sort of not being used at the moment, but that's just because we're still waiting for the stuff to be manufactured. So when it manufactures the stuff, it'll go and use it and build it in dribs and drabs. But it will get through it all eventually. See, it's now... It's going up and down because the bots are putting items back in there, but this belt is still taking items out to be used to make red belts. Now, one thing I can do is I can upgrade that to blue, because that works a little bit faster. I can got some blue inserters. Let's just upgrade all those to blue. Now the other thing that I can do is I can make a couple of these speed modules. Takes a little while to make them, but you can see how fast this is making the belts. And if we hover over that, that says crafting speed 0.75 on the right hand side. So once I've made these two speed modules, there they go, put those in there. That has then speeded this up a little bit, and it now says crafting speed 1.05, 40% increase. It does use more electricity, but it works a lot faster, and I've had to put it's now getting to the stage where it's slowing down because we're not getting the gears in fast enough. So let's upgrade. Let's have the logistics for this won't work because I'm not putting the assemblers into a logistics chest at the moment. I will get round to making these logistics chests eventually, but I will upgrade those. I will set the bots to upgrade those. That one, is it? There we go. And I'll upgrade this belt. As far as there. And we shall see. See if that makes a difference. Now it could get to the stage where if we upgrade this stuff too much, there won't be enough steel or enough iron plates or whatever coming in on this belt to actually feed it all, and we might have to upgrade this belt to like a full belt of steel if half a belt isn't enough or isn't coming in fast enough. We'll certainly upgrade this to a red belt so that the items go along faster. So you can see these items going along the belt, they slow down and then they speed up along this bit, and then they slow down when they get to this bit again. See, that's certainly picking up all the steel fast enough. Yeah, we're only needing another 150 red belts. We were waiting for 500 not so long ago. But I'm going to be upgrading an awful lot more. So it will all still need to get changed. Yeah, we're still waiting for these 56 steel furnaces. We're still waiting for some of these items here. Now it could well be, so that all says there's a yellow one there, that's right, okay. Right, so this is now getting past sort of quite a long way in it. We won't tell the full impact of it until so that's all fast, that's all fast, that's a slow one, so that's slowing it down. There it comes. Right. Now if we set that to output priority to the left, it's going to send all of this out to the left to be a full belt. If we're not making a full belt, then we don't have enough miners. We're still waiting for it to build some of these. It's building some of these belts down here, so it'll get through them eventually. So it'll start using all these miners down here. Let's just clear some of this stuff off there. Well, red belts, red undergrounds, red splitters on there. I've still got, see, that is now filled in all of those belts there. So this is coming in basically as full as it's going to get off that set of miners. So let's see what effect that has had on. Yeah, this is right, so there's still a little bit over there that needs to be upgraded. Is this little bit out of range? Is that why it's not? It is, it's slightly out of range of that, so I will request some red belts, red undergrounds and red splitters. And then some logistics bots when I get in names. There they go, they're bringing the stuff to me. 20, 50, 20, that'll do. Now I've not got any armour, I've not got a personal roboport on me, but if I did have, then as soon as I got within range of this with a personal roboport, then they would start leaping out and building the stuff. So you can see immediately the effect that's had on how full this belt is coming into here. So we should now start seeing a lot more iron work its way further up the line. And then these other smelters should start turning on, and then eventually we should get a more full belt of steel coming out. So I think that's looking okay. If there was any more up here I mean, everything is coming. There's still the occasional sort of little gap on there. I don't think that is a completely full saturated belt. So I think we're going to need to start mining another iron patch. Not because you get to a stage where there's still maybe plenty of iron left on here. Right, there's still 1.1 million iron on here. Right, those 6 that it's waiting for up there are for that electronic circuits build. Okay, and then all the rest of these are for lamps that it can't put down. And there must be that one down there is a damaged power pole. There it is, a slightly damaged power pole. We'll take that one up because we don't even need it there in the first place. Yeah. So even though there's still 1 million iron left in here, the size of the patch means that we can't put any more than however many, you know, this number of miners on it. And because the miners only drill at a fixed pace, I mean, we can build speed modules and get them to work a bit faster. But ultimately, we're limited by the size of the patch, not so much by how much iron there is inside it. So eventually, and it may even be as soon as, you know, the next episode, I think I'll set up a remote mining outpost and a train to start bringing some more iron in. Because the next thing on the list, so we have upgraded all of this because all these are now steel. Let's just walk around here. Yeah, all this is steel, all this has been upgraded. Here are some lamps that it's not put down, so that's going to carry on blinking away until I actually manually fix that. Those need there was a belt missing there. Yep, they're getting coal, they're getting iron ore coming up. So these are now starting to turn on. So we've now got like the four lines, the 4 smelting lines running to feed the 4 lines to go onto the bus. And we are going to be using all of this iron and all of this copper because the later sciences use a lot of iron and copper. So we'll leave that there for today. There's a whole section down there. All right, so these, yes, because these smelting lines here were ghosted, and because they're now in range of all these roboports, the robots have actually built them. So I need to do the upgrade of that as well to get all this up to speed. And there they all leap into action, all these bots. Doing the same upgrade on these copper lines than we did earlier on the steel lines. I think if I look at this on... There was a setting on the map, I think you can look at logistic network. No, there was something somewhere. Stop blueprint, production, bonuses, tutorials, trains, achievements. Maybe it's only in the next update, on the experimental update. There was something that actually showed the bots sort of flying around in more detail on the map. Now all these flashing lights are to indicate where the bots still need to do things. As they fill these in and as they do the upgrades, these flashing lights will get fewer and fewer. But we can see those working their way through the list and just doing all the hard work, and I'm just sitting here watching it. It's fantastic. Right, we'll leave that there for now. Been a good episode today, despite the fact that this is the second time I've tried to record it, because the first time I did 45 minutes of gameplay and then realised I'd not started recording. So I went and rage quit and watched TV for a few hours, so come back to it now. Nice and working. I've got my little circuit network thing. I have no idea why that wasn't working at the end of the last episode, because all I did was I took it down and put it back up again. And it's doing, you know, it's working as intended now. So that says construction, you know, 370 out of 440. So we've got plenty of spare capacity in the network now, so we're not putting any more robots in there. So all of this is just sitting idle because it doesn't need to make any more robots. And it's great. So we've got these old furnaces that I don't think we'll actually sort of find a use for those. We'll just start clearing out. Can I clear some of mine? I'll clear some of this off camera. I'll dump these back into factories, and because one thing you can do is, if you put something into the trash slot, it will just take it away and it will just dump it in a chest. So if I were to take something I really don't need, this firearm magazine, put it in the trash, and these piercing rounds magazines, then the bots will just come and they'll pick it up from me. There they go. And they've just picked it up and put it in this storage chest. So I don't need to carry it on my person. Now eventually, when we do the next level of research, I don't think that I can make... no, I can't make... There's more different types of storage chests. In fact, can I do the research for that now? Yeah, logistics system. Oh, I need the yellow science for that. Okay. It gives me different types of storage chests for the bot network. And one of them is a requester chest. So if I had, for example, advanced circuits that I didn't want to have on me, I could set up a requester chest that would just sit within range of this orange thing. It would sit there, for example. It would request red circuits, and then I'd have it would output onto a belt, and then would then merge in with this line here. So any red circuits that I had on me that I wanted to get rid of, the bots would take them away from me and put them into this chest, and then they'd end up on the belt and going back into the system, and they'd end up getting used. So anything like coal and bricks and stone and steel that I don't want to have on my person, I can set up requester chests to actually sort of come through and put them back onto the belts, so at least they'll end up getting used, and they're not going to sit in storage chests like this just taking up space. So that's for future use. So next time, as I say, I'll set up the train network, I'll get some more remote mining going, and now that we've got the bots doing the upgrades, and I'll get them to upgrade, I might do that off, do this next bit off camera, just upgrade all the belts on this bus to red belts. And then we can start building the yellow and the purple science and start working more towards making a rocket. But we're certainly making good progress. Very good progress. I like what we're doing so far. It's going really, really well. And on that positive note, I will see you next time.